This is the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Tuesday morning, the 12th of June. I'm James Spann. We'll hang on to the chance of a storm later today with a cold front approaching, but nothing like that big derecho that hit us pretty hard last night. We'll check some of the Skycam shots around the network early this morning at the insane hour of 5 a.m. Hey, look at that daylight coming from Tuscaloosa. Yeah, we're getting awfully close to the summer solstice, longest day of the year in terms of the number of daylight. That's about 9 days or so away. There's the Clanton Skycam. Looks like we're setting up for a nice sunrise there. And look at downtown Haleyville up in Winston County, where, again, you can see evidence of the sun coming up very soon. All right, there's the water vapor satellite view. Got another MCS west of the state that's dropping south. Got a cold front that is near Little Rock, and that will be pushing through here later today. And for that reason, we will keep a chance of showers and storms going in the forecast for this afternoon. After the derecho last night, often the air is very stable in the wake of those things, but there should be adequate time for the air to destabilize, especially during the peak of the daytime heating process. And actually this morning, we've got a big thunderstorm mass west of the state pouring in Jackson, Greenwood, Greenville, Mississippi. And we've got a severe thunderstorm watch until 11 this morning for much of North Louisiana, over into some of the adjacent states, Arkansas and Texas. But that batch of storms moving more to the south, and that will not affect us. So I don't think we have another, organized problem like we had last night. By the way, at one point last night, 110,000 Alabama Power customers had no service. That hit us pretty hard. Severe weather today. No formal risks here. We have the slight risk over much of Texas and up into the western high plains, but we note the low-end 5% probabilities here. Storms later today, if the sun breaks out for a pretty decent while this morning, we'll reach the mid to upper 80s, and the air will be pretty unstable, so we'll watch radar trends. Tomorrow, no formal risk of severe weather, although we've got those 5% chances from Texas to the Canadian border. And on day 3, again, no slight risk, only 5% probabilities for parts of the high plains. Rain for the next 5 days, valid through Saturday evening at 7 o'clock. And keep in mind this, counts the rain we had last night beginning at 7. And we could see additional storms today, but again, after today, things are looking pretty calm for a while. And the tropics are quiet for now. No tropical storm formation expected this week. Maybe some evidence of some backyard mischief next week on the GFS, as you'll see. Let's take a look. This is the OZGFS, valid at 1 o'clock this afternoon at 500 millibars. Very deep shortwave passing through Canada, just north of the Great Lakes, and down below that, the surface low is way north, of course. And the trailing front gets down to about Memphis at midday, and with that thing kind of slicing in here during the peak of the daytime heating process, that's the reason we'll maintain a chance of scattered storms this afternoon. Tomorrow, dry air takes over. And if that's right, the day would be mostly sunny with a high close to 90, maybe upper 80s. We get a lot of soil moisture here. Thursday looks relatively dry and hot with low 90s likely based on the thickness values. And then Friday, pretty much the same deal. And look, yes, there could be a shower somewhere over the latter half of the week, but they should be very few and far between. The high close to 90. There's Saturday as we start the weekend, a heat bubble north and west of here. Down below that, kind of an easterly flow, and often when the winds turn into the east, temperatures will back down a bit. Highs should be in the mid to upper 80s, and again, the chance of rain for any one given location is small. Same thing on Sunday. That looks mostly sunny. The GFS is showing 87 both Saturday and Sunday. Monday of next week, same thing. Tuesday looks awfully quiet. Go out there a few more days. There's that tropical mischief we've noted. The GFS has tried to show this massive convection in the Gulf kind of moving up into the central Gulf Coast. This would be around the end of next week. This would be, the following weekend. This is Friday, June 23rd. And it's plausible that can happen. No doubt it could. But, typically backyard systems are mainly just rain producers this time of the year. We'll check the end of the forecast on June 27th. Uh-oh, look at the 594 ring over the Four Corners. Out west, that is some nasty heat. And look at the big upper low. over eastern Canada. That's a very cool pattern for the northeast and also the northwest. And if this is right, the weather here would be fairly seasonal with the really big bad heat off to the west. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog next video here by 3:30 or so today. And don't forget to watch us on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 on the live stream or the television side. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.
The first thing you've got to understand, you cannot rely on an outdoor siren. You cannot hear those inside a home, a building, a church. It won't work. You've got to get something inside your house. That's a weather radio or maybe a smartphone app. We work with a company that's developed a wonderful weather radio app for Android phones and iPhones. It knows where you are, and if you're in a tornado warning polygon, you get the warning. And if you're not, you don't. It's an effective device, and it's a great way to be sure you get the warning.